Salute, peace and power to everybody. Thanks to all my returning subscribers. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Highly appreciated. And to all my detractors and all my haters and non-believers and doubters, don't recommend, not interested, unsubscribe. Okay, so what we're going to get into today is we're going to talk about right, wrong, and the responsibilities that come with the right and the wrong. When things go right, I'm starting to analyze and notice everybody want all the credit. And when things go wrong, people shift the blame. So what I'm saying is when something goes right, okay, if you have a vehicle and things is going right with that vehicle, you want all the responsibility and the credit for things going right. Well, I keep my car with gas in it. I keep my car running right. Nothing wrong with my engine, nothing wrong with my motor. I always get oil changes on time, etc., so on and so on, right? I keep my car clean. I keep my car washed. I keep the payments right. I'm always on time with my insurance. Now, when something goes wrong, you can't shift the blame. Well, this happened because I had Jane Doe and John Doe in my car. Well, this wrong because I drop people off. Well, this ain't right because I let so-and-so use my vehicle. Well, this ain't right because it is. So when things are right, everybody wants all the credit. But when things go wrong, it's always the blame game. And the issue with that is that the same way when things are right and you want the credit, it got to be the same way when things go wrong. Same thing with relationships. You're in a relationship and everything is right and you happy all the time, and now one of the people in a relationship falls upon tough times. Now it's not the time for said person, Jane Doe or John Doe, to turn their back. It's like, well, okay, well, my man ain't doing good. I mean, he lost his job. I'm going to give him 3 months. If he can't get a job, I'm going to leave him. Well, my woman ain't working right now. I'm saying if she can't get a job soon, I don't think I want to be in a relationship if she ain't working in another 6 months. I mean, no. When times get tough, that's when you really find out people's true intentions, who people really are. You really get to see people's true character because now you have to deal with adversity. And me, I'm thankful that I've been going through adversity my whole life, so I understand what it's like when times get rough and tough. That's why I said when things got rough for me, I went to gate. I went yard to yard. I went block to block, digging into the garbage cans, looking for bottles and cans. I did that because I know what it's like to be on tough times. I know what it's like when I didn't have no money. When I thought people that said, no matter what, I'm going to be there for you. And I ain't have no income. And people was like, yo, you know what? You can't stay here no more. You know what? Can't come in and take a shower no more. You know what? I can't hold these clothes in my house no more. You know what? You can't spend no nights here no more. Or you know what? I ain't got enough food to give you a meal no more. I didn't knock those people. I wasn't mad at those people. I just understood that what they told me, they wasn't sincere about that. They didn't have honor in what they told me. They didn't have integrity with the side man integrity. And I'm not mad at them, and I'm not judging them, and I never would judge them. I'm just thankful that they showed me their true colors. And when I bounced back, I understood not to go amongst them no more. I knew now what it's like when you don't have nothing and people tell you they got you regardless. So that's why when things are right, I'm not looking to be pat on the back, and I'm not looking for the credit, because when things go wrong, I'm not going to blame anybody. You know what I mean? I'm going to look at me, myself, and my actions and say, well, I could have did this smarter. I could have did this better. But I'm not going to say, well, it's this person's fault why I'm broke. It's this person's fault why I'm homeless. It's this person's fault why I ain't got no clothes. It's this person's fault while I'm hungry. It's this person's fault why I don't get along with such and such. Nah, I'm looking at me. And if the other person involved ain't going to look at themselves, that's on them. But I'm going to blame me. So when things are wrong, I'm blaming me. And when things is right, I don't want no pats on the back and I don't want no credit. Because I understand that it can go either way. It can go both ways. So before it go both ways, I'm going to just place all the responsibility on my shoulders. So when something isn't right, I'm not going to say, well, it's my mom's fault. I'm like, this is my pop's fault, man. It's my girl's fault. It's my kid's fault. It's the system fault. It's the white man's fault. It's the community fault. Nah, I'm going to look at me first and foremost. And I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that I put myself in a winning situation. Now, when I put myself in a winning situation and people hate on me and people doing their best to tear me down, now I can say, well, look, I did this, this, and this to keep myself in a winning situation. So now I look like they're trying to tear me down. Now it look like they're hating on me. Now it look like they just want to stop me from prospering and being successful or flourishing. And now I can look up and say, you know what? They just hateful people. Or you know what? They just don't want to see me doing better. Or you know what? Now I see their true intentions. And I'm not mad at that. I'm just going to stay away from that. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to point fingers at them and say, look, y'all hating on me. Y'all bringing me down. Nah. I just pray, should that energy that they bringing to me, when it come their way, I just pray that they don't speak ill of those people. Like, why people mad at me? Why people hating on me? Why people criticizing my life? Why people criticizing my money? Why people criticizing my car? I mean, think about it. Did you do it to someone at one point? Maybe that's why it's happening to you. So that's why when things go right, I don't want pats on the back and I don't want credit. Because when things go wrong, I'm going to look at myself. Because like I said, I analyze when things go wrong, it's always someone else's fault. But when things go right, everybody quick to say, me, I did this. I made this happen. Because of me, this is right. So when things go wrong, is it your fault? If everything is right and you're the reason for everything going right, so when things go wrong, is it your fault? I mean, it's just food for thought for people to think about, because a lot of people doing that nowadays. Well, when things go right, it's me, I. When things go wrong, it's somebody else's fault. You know what I mean? You know, if you a single parent out here and you holding it down and like everything is right, and now when something go wrong, I'm noticing it's like, well, it's somebody else's fault. Well, it's my baby mom's fault. This ain't right. It's my baby father's fault. This ain't right. It's the court system fault. It's this person's fault. When something ain't right, relationships ain't working, it's always the next person's fault. It ain't never your fault. Like, look in the mirror and say, you know what? Maybe this didn't work out because of me. Or think about it. If you have been in 5 relationships in 10 years, think about it. Like, that's a relationship every 2 years. Like, maybe it's me. Like, maybe it's something I need to work on. Maybe I need to check my ego. Maybe I need to check my pride. Maybe I need to check my attitude. Maybe I need to check my communication skills. But people don't want to check themselves. People don't want to be accountable. Like I said, when things are right, it's me, I. But when things go wrong, no, it's my brother, it's my sister, it's my mom's, it's my girl, it's my man. It's my job, it's my coworkers, it's my boss, or it's my employer. So again, at the end of the day, if it's the blame game, then we all at fault, because we all got to work on something. We all going through something. We all experiencing traumas in our life. It don't matter if that trauma is through the money, through the food, through the family, through the weight gain, through the weight loss, through the sickness, through the hunger, through the crime, through the violence, through the whatever it's going to be. We all going through something, and we all got our own traumas that we dealing with, and we experience it. Whether we experienced them 50 years ago or today or 5 months ago or 5 hours ago or however many years, hours, seconds, whatever ago, we all going through something. But the notion of only certain people going through trauma and only certain people experiencing trauma, we all going through something. All I'm saying is, when it is right, it's I, me. When it's wrong, it's always somebody else. Peace, world.